Hello, today I'm going to read you a story called Weaving Our Path by Martha Dallas. So, it takes some imagination, so you might want to close your eyes and imagine with me that you're going along a trail in the woods in Vermont, and you come across a steep gorge, and below it there's a huge river rushing down. Now, there's only one way to get across this river. You see a bridge, and it's made of grasses, maybe some flowers, maybe not flowers, but grass. What I want to know is what questions would be running through your mind before you set foot on that grass bridge. Is it sturdy? Is it safe? What I would want to know more than anything else is if the people who made the bridge also walked across it, and whether they still use it today. Now, we don't have bridges made of grass in Texas, but many were built that way for hundreds of years in South America by the Inca people, and I think a few still exist. So this is how they did it. First, they made fresh bridges once a year. On the appointed day, everyone in the village would gather around to begin work. Each person had a special role to play in building the bridge. First, there were the people who gathered the grass. Then, other people took that grass and twisted it into long ropes. Then other people took these ropes and wove them into thick braids. And these braids were twisted by other people into long cables as thick as my arm. So that tiny little grass got woven until it was a thick, long cord. Now, other people strung these cables across the gorge and pulled them nice and tight. And then there were riggers at the end on the opposite sides of the gorge who would lash the cables together in such a way as to create a footbed to walk on and rails on either side to hold. Now, each person did their part as best as they could, and they relied on everyone else to do their part, because every one of them needed that bridge to safely carry them across the river. And I tell you about grass bridges this morning for two reasons. First, it reminds us how important our small part is when it's part of something big and strong and even miraculous as a bridge made of grass. I have to say, I think it's a miracle that a bridge can be made of grass, and these bridges could span 60 feet. That's longer than the length of our sanctuary, and they could hold 5 people at a time, and llamas too. And then second of all, we in this congregation, we might not be building a bridge across a raging river, but we are building a way towards our future, our shared vision. And I want to walk that way. I hope many of you will walk that way too. And if I'm going to walk that way, I want to walk a way that feels sure and strong and safe. A way that I know has been built well with everyone doing their part as best as they can. So may we all build that way together like the Inca grass bridge builders. I'm going to go ahead and light the children's chalice. I got my virtual chalice here. This is our chalice of love and of light, uniting you by day and by night.